Before the smoke even rises from the grill, you can feel the rhythm of this place. Tables fill up fast, voices overlap, and somewhere in the middle of it all, charcoal waits patiently under metal racks. This is the kind of restaurant where people don't come for one dish. They come for the whole experience. Grilled chicken, bright fruit salads, pounding mortars, sizzling coals. Everything happening at once, yet somehow in perfect rhythm. Step under the yellow awning, and the first thing that hits you is movement. People entering, people leaving, servers weaving between wooden tables with plates balanced in both hands. Inside, every seat seems to be taken. Diners lean over plates, sharing bites and passing small bowls across the table. The sound is a mix of conversation, clinking spoons, and the low crackle of charcoal somewhere deeper inside the stall. This kind of open restaurant is common across many parts of Southeast Asia. The front stays wide open to the street, so the aromas drift outward, inviting anyone walking by. If the smell of grilled chicken or freshly mixed salad reaches the sidewalk, curiosity usually does the rest. Behind a small yellow counter near the entrance stands the vendor who will guide us through the menu. She greets the camera with both palms pressed together, a friendly gesture used across the region to welcome guests. Clay bowls sit stacked beside her, and a wooden mortar rests near the edge of the counter, already hinting at the flavors to come. She begins speaking with animated hands, clearly proud of what happens here. This restaurant focuses on northeastern Thai cooking, a style often known for bold, balanced flavors. Tangy lime, roasted chili, fresh herbs, and grilled meats all appear again and again across the menu. As she gestures toward the cooking area behind her, the story shifts from talking to action. A young woman in a black dress steps into view at the stall. White gloves cover her hands, ready for the constant cycle of grabbing, arranging, and plating food. She stands beside clay bowls and cooking tools while explaining the process, then turns and walks toward the grilling station, where most of the heat in this place lives. The grill itself sits inside a metal compartment built into the stall. When she opens it, a wave of warmth escapes. Inside, racks of chicken rest above charcoal that glows deep orange. This method of cooking takes patience. Charcoal heat rises slowly, surrounding the meat instead of blasting it from one direction. That gentle heat is one reason grilled chicken in this region develops such evenly crisp skin. She gestures toward the grill as if introducing an old friend. For many street food cooks, this charcoal station is the heart of the stall. Everything else may change during the day, but the coals stay steady, quietly doing their work. Preparation begins long before the chicken ever touches the fire. At a nearby freezer chest, the same vendor lifts the lid and starts searching through baskets inside. She pulls out pieces that were prepared earlier, sorting them carefully in a metal tray. Another worker in a green shirt leans in to help, reaching toward the freezer while she organizes the contents. Freezers like this are common in busy stalls. Ingredients are prepped in batches earlier in the day, then stored cold until the grill or mixing station needs them. It keeps service fast when the dinner rush arrives. Inside the basket, pieces of chicken have already been marinated. Local cooks often let the meat rest for many hours with garlic, pepper, herbs, and seasoning so the flavor travels deep inside the meat rather than staying only on the surface. She lifts one piece briefly in her gloved hand, showing it to the camera. Even before cooking, you can see the seasoning clinging to the skin. Soon, the chicken moves back to the grill. The vendor grips a metal rack filled with chicken halves and rotates it slowly over the charcoal. The motion flips the entire rack at once, exposing the other side to the heat. This style of rack grilling is practical when many birds are cooking at the same time. She slides the rack across the grill to reposition it above hotter coals, then adjusts another rack beside it. Skewered pieces line up neatly across the metal bars. Every few minutes, she checks them again, lifting and shifting to make sure no area receives too much heat. Grilling chicken this way takes time. Often an hour or more passes before the skin turns golden and the meat becomes tender. During that time, the stall continues serving other dishes. She pauses beside the grill and gestures outward toward the rest of the counter, as if to say, the story doesn't end here. Next comes something refreshing to balance the smoky flavors. At the counter, a large pitcher of bright orange drink appears. The vendor lifts it beside a cup, presenting it proudly. Many street restaurants serve colorful drinks that combine citrus juices or fruit syrups with ice to cool guests down in the warm climate. She pours the orange liquid carefully into a cup, then stirs it with a spoon until the color turns smooth and even. Nearby plates begin to fill with food waiting for customers. Soon, a large seafood platter is lifted toward the camera. The dish looks generous, piled with shellfish and served with a dipping sauce in a small cup at the center. Platters like this are meant to be shared, placed in the middle of the table where everyone reaches in together. But the preparation area keeps moving. A cutting board appears, and the vendor begins slicing a long yellow fruit. The knife moves quickly, but with practiced control. Fruit preparation is an essential part of many Thai street menus, especially for salads that combine sweet and sour flavors. Next comes a dragon fruit, bright and striking with deep color inside. The blade moves through it cleanly, revealing vibrant flesh that contrasts beautifully against the cutting board. Leafy greens follow, chopped rapidly into smaller pieces. The rhythm of the knife becomes almost musical. Tap, tap, tap against the board. Another green fruit joins the pile, sliced again and again into thin pieces. Each ingredient adds a different texture, some crisp, some juicy, some soft. When the cutting is finished, the vendor gathers the chopped pieces using the flat side of the knife and pushes them neatly toward a waiting plate. A bowl soon fills with color. Bright red fruit pieces are added by hand, scattered across the top of the mixture. The bowl now holds several layers of flavor and color, and she lifts it toward the camera for a moment so viewers can see the full combination. Fruit salads like this are popular because they balance sweetness with tangy dressing and sometimes a hint of spice. Even people who prefer mild flavors often enjoy them. Beside the bowl sits the mortar again. A wooden pestle begins to pound ingredients inside the clay bowl. The motion is steady and controlled, pressing flavors together rather than crushing everything completely. This technique blends seasoning while keeping the fruit pieces recognizable. Another spoon mixes chopped vegetables in a nearby prep bowl. The vendor stretches across the counter to grab more ingredients from colorful plastic tubs arranged in front of her. Each tub holds something different: herbs, sauces, chopped vegetables, or prepared toppings. Now the mixing intensifies. Using a pink scoop, the vendor adds measured portions of ingredients into the bowl. She dips the scoop into another container, then another, layering flavors step by step. A sauce pours from a pink container into the mortar. The liquid spreads through the fruit mixture as the pestle begins its rhythm again. Pound, lift, turn, pound again. The movement is energetic but controlled, designed to blend flavors evenly without turning the salad into puree. She continues pounding, then mixing, rotating the ingredients so each piece touches the dressing. Behind her, another cook scoops sauce from a container while she holds the bowl ready. A bright red ingredient is lowered toward the bowl to join the mixture. Every addition slightly changes the aroma rising from the mortar. Next, she places ingredients onto a large leaf positioned over a wooden bowl. The leaf acts like a natural wrapper, flexible but strong enough to hold the filling. She folds the leaf gently around the ingredients and lifts it for a moment. The shape becomes a tidy parcel, ready for serving. But the salad itself still needs its final balance. A lime is squeezed above the mortar, releasing fresh juice that brightens everything instantly. Many cooks prefer fresh lime rather than bottled juice because the fragrance is noticeably sharper. More ingredients drop into the bowl, and the mixing begins again. Another lime follows, squeezed firmly so the last drops fall into the mixture. The vendor in the black dress returns to the mortar, stirring and turning the ingredients with focused attention. Nearby, a helper with green hair reaches into ingredient tubs to assist, handing over whatever the recipe needs next. The long wooden pestle returns for another round of pounding. Each strike blends chili, fruit, lime, and seasoning together. The aroma grows stronger, drifting across the counter where other customers wait for their orders. She sprinkles additional ingredients from the colorful tubs, then mixes again. The salad begins to look glossy as the dressing coats every piece. Finally, the mixture reaches the texture she wants. Gloved hands scoop the colorful salad from the mortar and place it carefully onto a white plate. The mound grows taller with each spoonful. She shapes the top slightly, adjusting the pieces so the colors remain visible: reds, greens, yellows, and pale fruit all layered together. Across the stall, the grill has been working quietly the entire time. Now the camera moves closer to a tray where roasted chicken rests. The skin looks crisp and golden, with subtle blistered patches created by the charcoal heat. When cooked slowly like this, the outside becomes fragrant, while the inside stays tender. Many diners pair grilled chicken with fresh salads, like the one just prepared. The contrast works beautifully: smoky warmth from the grill and bright citrus notes from the fruit and herbs. The final shot lingers on the salad itself, now covered lightly with vibrant chili dressing. Every piece glistens under the light, promising a mix of sweetness, tang, and gentle heat in each bite. In a place like this restaurant, the dishes may seem simple at first glance, but behind each plate sits a chain of small decisions: marinating overnight, tending charcoal slowly, balancing lime and seasoning by instinct. And that quiet craftsmanship is what keeps the tables full from morning until late evening. When the grill smoke, fresh lime, and pounding mortar all blend into one rhythm, a street stall becomes something more than a place to eat. It becomes a living kitchen where every plate carries the energy of the crowd around it.